The police state ends with me, and we've made it one more day. Now, I know I've talked about this general topic before, but I want to go into a bit more depth on a specific piece of this topic. How the Bartlesville Police are used as hired guns to go after candidates for public office. At the behest of corporate leaders like Mike Moore and James Brasel from Phillips Medical Center, as well as how the Washington County, Oklahoma District Attorney, who is an elected public official also, goes along with it, as well as the very person I would have been running against, Ward 4 Bartlesville City Council member, goes along with it, and even helps with the cover-up of the Bartlesville Police corruption, as well as the other 4 Bartlesville City Council members going along with it, all elected officials, as well as Judge Russell Backlaw going along with it, yet another elected public official. What I'm getting at is corruption can abound in Washington County, Oklahoma, and the city of Bartlesville, Oklahoma, because these corporate leaders and corrupt public officials are ruling the government, removing democracy and creating a fascist government directed and ruled by the corporations, wealthy and well-connected people as well. And the rest of the citizens are just chattel. They'll take our tax dollars, but at the same time oppress us to no end. Steal from us, breach our civil and human rights, threaten us, tear our homes apart, smear mud on the walls, refuse to allow us to use the bathroom, and more childish behavior. And now, very specifically, corruption can flourish because all of these elected officials previously mentioned know that if they go along with the Bartlesville Police going after candidates for public office that the corporations don't like, if the elected public officials go along with the Bartlesville Police going after candidates for public office that the corporations tell them to because they don't like them and don't want those people running for public office, such as myself, then these public officials supposedly elected and voted into office, that is, can retain their position of power without risk of actually having to run against a viable candidate. And let me remind you, I've said it several times, but the person I would have been running against, to my knowledge, has never run against a candidate, never been elected to the position, was only appointed to the position, and then went through an election without someone running against them. Never ran against another candidate, to my knowledge. And apparently, Dewan DeWin does not want to either, or she wouldn't be going along with this and helping with the cover-up of it. And since they don't have to actually worry about running against viable candidates, all these public officials, as they'll just put the Bartlesville Police on them as hired guns and investigate, actually frame any viable candidates against them. And they will investigate, the Bartlesville Police will investigate them forever and tear their houses apart, harass them to no end, steal thousands of dollars of their property, follow them around both online and in person, make sure that the person knows their life is at risk, try to run them out of town, making the person not even safe at their own home. And by doing this, all these people mentioned create a Bartlesville Police state that will discourage anyone else from ever running for public office also. It is a vicious cycle. If they go after someone like they went after me, tear their entire lives apart. I mean, they didn't just harass me and steal from me. With the court document they've created, accusing me of being a criminal, I'll never get another job again. Not even flipping burgers. Nobody would want somebody that they're claiming I am around. My big point today is this. This is a complete tossing of our government of democracy, Constitution, and civil and human rights in the trash. That's what these people have done. These corporate leaders, Mike Moore and James Brasel, the Bartlesville Police, and all these elected officials are ensuring that there is no democracy in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and Washington County, Oklahoma. There is only fascism and corruption. And it will continue because they're running off any candidates against them. They'll just continue to hold office and continue this behavior, continue to steal from people and use their property for personal use, continue to run people out of town they don't like. I mean, it is a small town. It's only 36,000 people in a county of only 52,000 people, approximately. And when corruption gets ingrained like this, how do you get it out when they're allowed to do these things? When they've got people with guns and armored vehicles. They actually have an armored vehicle. You can go out and see a picture of it. Go out to the Bartlesville Fraternal Order of Police Facebook page. There's a picture of it on there. They're real proud of it. They have 55 and they're adding 5 more police officers now, ahead of other towns' per capita policing by double. If you look at like Paris, Texas, if you look at their per capita police officers per citizen, you can see it's about half of what it is in Bartlesville. We have an enormous police force for a similar sized town. It is just terribly corrupt, and it's no democracy at all. When those in elected positions work to rid other candidates through police state activities, but that is exactly what's going on. And like I said, they've got all these police officers with Armalite rifles, AR-15s, and they can come to your house and kill you, and they want you to know that. That's why they sent a total of, with the police officer that was armed on stealing off my property a few hours earlier, a total of 6 officers and a district attorney at my house, armed. These people came here armed in all these vehicles, blocking off the street like a war zone, wouldn't let the neighbors leave. And you can go back and watch the videos. I don't want to go over all that again. It gets very, very stressful. I mean, it's unbelievable how fascist and out of control the Bartlesville City, Washington County of Oklahoma, and the Bartlesville Police are, and the corporations running this fascist government. It is so outrageous. It is beyond a third world country. I mean, these things do not, I mean, you watch the news and you hear, oh, it's so great in the United States, it's so bad somewhere else. These kinds of things don't even go on in most countries in the world, no matter how bad you think they are. Things like this just don't go on, but they scare people into shutting up about it and running away. I'm telling you, I'm not shutting up. This has to stop. This will stop. Today, 20 years from now, I'm not shutting up. This is going to stop. No matter what the consequences are to me, I'm not allowing it. No more. The Bartlesville Police, along with all these other people mentioned, are the Bartlesville Police state. And again, no more, folks. No more. The light is going to shine on it. Light is shining on this. They will likely continue to harm me, but it won't be done in the dark. People will know about these police state actors, weaseling little schemers. Organized crime. This is organized crime, like a mafia. They are organized, conspired, doing crimes. That is not hyperbole. That is not overstating the facts. These people talk to each other and are conspiring to commit crimes against citizens of the United States of America. They are criminals. And they continue it day after day. Like I've said before, quoting many authors who have said this, like Chris Hedges, I don't fight fascists because I can win. I fight fascists because they are fascist. I don't fight fascists because I can win. I fight fascists because they are fascist. The police state ends with me. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.